What's going on, everybody? Haven't seen you guys in a while. I know it's been about a month since I posted, and I apologize for that. We're actually at the epicenter of where invasive snakeheads made their way into the Florida water system. Highly invasive, make for a great eating fish, which you guys know we're gonna do a catch and cook with one. I am with my real good buddy, Johnny Stabile, right here.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Captain Johnny Stabile. I run South Florida Fishing Charters here in beautiful South Florida.
We are straight up headed into the jungle right here. You could not put a little flats boat in here. And this is what they like. This is a lot of the stuff that you can't really hit by land or foot. So we're gonna try to fish super remote areas. Giant spider web. You guys,
big banana spider.
Yeah. You guys see, we are in some super skinny stuff right here. I mean, you got a foot of water. But all this shoreline with just overgrown trees and plants and debris, this is what snakeheads like to sit in. And another thing to note, snakeheads do not like moving water. They like stagnant water, just like this right here. So we started way down there off of the main canal, off of the C14. And like I told you, where we're fishing is the area where snakeheads were first introduced into Florida, illegally. All right, guys, we made it through that little canal. Let's fish. The best thing, most productive thing to throw for snakeheads is something like a frog or some type of soft plastic that stays on top of the water. Most of your bites will come on top. This is a live target frog right here. Just got straight to my braid. They're usually not leader shy or anything like that. And you don't want anything that get hung up, or you don't want anything that would get hung up. So my knot's super small, streamline, because you're going through brush and everything. So let's see what we can do.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was
too fast.
When you snakehead fish, you don't set the hook right away. You usually wait for your frog to go underneath the water, which that one did, but a lot of times they'll swim at you, and when they do that, it's kind of tough to hook them. But okay, there's one. There's a snaky. See, that was a textbook close combat snakehead, and what's the first thing he wanted to do is go in there. Dude, he's like lassoed.
He's wrapped up, yeah.
So you guys see, I got that bite right in here. They love the garbage. They don't like clean water. They want to sit in all that muck right there.
The spots he's got on him, too.
Mm-hmm.
In the boat.
Thank you, Johnny.
Look at all the spots he's got on his tail.
Let me get the big camera out.
And they get the term bullseye from the tail there. They have that spot on their tail. It's not really apparent on this fish. Maybe it is on the other side. This fish in particular has way more spots than they normally have. Usually, you know, they have these little white dots, starry night we call it, in the dorsal and the anal fin there. But this has a much bigger number of tail spots there. The bullseye snakehead, ambush predators for sure. These guys fight extremely hard. They've got that really long dorsal fin, pretty much the whole length of their body, and that anal fin. They're definitely, in my opinion, the hardest fighting freshwater fish that we get in South Florida. Show you.
Oh, there he goes.
Well, that was our release. I was going to show you his teeth. It's 100% legal to release snakeheads back into the same body of water that you caught them in. Transporting them alive is 100% illegal.
Okay.
But releasing them is legal as long as you don't transport them to another system.
Whether or not you agree with it morally, I personally, and I know Johnny, we don't kill anything we're not going to actually eat or do anything with or use for bait. So it was already here. They're invasive. You're never going to eradicate them. It's just become a management issue. We're going to take some home for dinner, but that guy was a little bit small for the dinner size.
You know, not have to be like not able to do something because their boyfriend can't afford it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. I let that one eat, Johnny.
Yeah, you did. Nice. Good job.
Right off of the bank, sitting there like he should have been. That's a snake.
It's a good one, too.
Yeah.
That'll be dinner.
Woo. Ooh, baby.
Here,
He
don't.
swallowed it. Look at the frog in his
Yeah,
mouth.
don't flip him. Don't
You
flip
sure?
him. Yeah, don't flip him, please. Daddy.
Hee. Yeah, buddy.
Nice. Good fish.
Okay, John, did I let him eat it or what?
Yes, you let him eat it. You did good this time.
Johnny was busting my chops because he said I wasn't letting him eat it. Look at where those hooks are. I think I let him eat it.
So
a little too long.
To get back to what I was trying to say before the last fish jumped in the water is, I want you guys to look at those teeth. Those things are wicked and they are very, let me repeat that, very sharp.
Got him.
Woo, baby. Is that a bite?
Don't tell me that they're not bass bites. See that?
Oh, that's largy. No, it's a snake.
Oh my gosh, that is the cutest thing I ever did see.
I
Look
knew
how
it was
small
a
that
snake.
one is.
I knew it was a snake the way it came out of the water.
He ate it underneath the dock.
Yeah.
He's gone. He's gone.
Yeah? Oh yeah.
He's gone. I think it's a largemouth. Oh, dude.
Do we have a double header? Oh my god.
I wasn't even looking at my fish because I was so focused. Yeah, you have a snakehead. I was looking at your fish and I just heard mine.
Please.
Huh?
Move your bag so I don't get it all slimy. I like plopped it in the water too.
He's very clean, like very light.
Yeah.
You see?
Well, he's young.
He hasn't been tainted by the canal yet.
Yeah.
Very
Nice
nice.
little snake. I guess I didn't wait long.
Nope. Oh, you see that, Johnny?
Yep.
Oh.
Nice fish.
Feels pretty decent. Came all the way from the bank to eat it. Snaky snake.
Oh, it's a good one.
Prime time snakehead fishing right now.
Let me grab him.
Dude, I can't get over it. I love these fish so much.
Let's check it out. He's probably gonna try to freak out, but so this fish was on the bank, and what I love about them is a lot of times you'll cast off the bank and you'll see the wake, and it'll be like 3 or 4 or 5 seconds. They'll trail it, and then you can prepare. You know exactly when they're about to eat it. You get that big explosion. You let them eat a little bit, and you give them the wood. All right, guys, Johnny and I are back out here, and today is a very special day because I can officially call myself Lord Victor Hluben, thanks to today's video sponsor, Established Titles. Established Titles allows you to call yourself a lord or lady based on an old Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds or lords and ladies. You can officially become a lord or lady by owning at least 1 square foot of land in Edelston, Scotland, and you can get this really cool official certificate just like me, as you guys see it, officially Lord Victor Hluben. Your certificate features a unique plot number, and the first 200 people purchasing a title pack with my link will effectively be next to my plot, so we can be neighbors. So we can build our little landshark kingdom over in Scotland together. You could officially include the title Lord or Lady on your credit card, plane tickets, and dating profiles. I also love that Established Titles plants a tree with every order and works with charities and global reforestation efforts. It makes an amazing last-minute gift, and Established Titles is running a Black Friday sale. Plus, if you use my code LANDSHARK, you get an additional 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/landshark to get your gifts now and help support the channel. So I'm a horrible gift giver, so I know this holiday season this is definitely something I can utilize. I think it's a fun, creative way to send someone a gift. Now let's go catch some snakeheads. Oh my god!
Oh,
Is
that a snake?
I don't know, I wasn't expecting it, but I almost just took Johnny out. Sorry, Johnny.
Snakeheads, like I told you guys, well, Johnny's catching trees over here. Snakeheads like the shore. We very, very rarely will get hit in the middle, so I try to make my casts as close to the bank as possible, or actually get it on the bank, which is a better advantage, because then you can stealthily just pop your frog in the water and you're not producing a big splash or commotion, because a lot of times it'll spook them. So we're trying to get it as close to the bank as possible and fishing as parallel to the bank as possible. So you see Johnny casts and he just tries to work it parallel to the bank, about 1 foot or 2 off, and that's like the ideal thing you'd want for a snakehead.
Yeah, there's one up there.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep. This one feels good, Johnny. Dude, this is the biggest fish I hooked in the last 2 days we fished together.
Really?
Yep. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
All right, just wear them out.
That's
Just
the
wear them
eater.
out. Just wear
That's
them
the
out.
eater right there. Yeah, that's a good one, guys. Man, you called it. You said there's one right there.
Yep.
That's dinner, son.
Bank is really steep. Here, you want to hand me the rod?
You're gonna try to flip him onto the bank?
I'm just gonna drag him up.
Get him, get him, get him, get him. All right, guys, we got him, baby. Man, that was like the 4th cast in at this spot. We got ourselves a dinosaur. Just wait till you see this
Here,
fish.
take the rod. How do you like my landing tactics, huh?
He's got it down.
Here,
and
I'm gonna jump.
You guys, book yourselves a trip with Captain Johnny. You guys have seen me catch giant clown knife fish with him, giant peacock bass.
This is a stud muffin.
This man does it all. I'll have all of his charter stuff linked below. All right,
Woo,
Johnny.
baby.
Hey, nice landing. That was smart. So instead of trying to flip him in the boat and lose him, Johnny actually went on the bank right there and grabbed him for me. So thank you very much.
Absolutely. Didn't want to risk losing this thing. You can tell this is just a big one by the size of his head. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, guys.
No.
I mean, that's a stud fish.
This is the live target frog I told you guys about. Look at them. They love this thing. First snakehead of the day. Lord Vic coming at you with a nice snakehead right there. Love these fish. You guys, look at him. I love it when they do this with their dorsal and anal fin. They just have these massive, massive fins. All these beautiful spots. The signature bullseye on his tail right there. And he absolutely devoured the frog. Look at that. We got him with both hooks with the live target frog. You guys can find that link below. He was sitting at that pipe right there. Johnny says, make a cast, I see you on. Made that cast. As soon as it hit the water, twitched it twice, bam, he was on it. So you guys see this really skinny canal. I think that snakeheads like low-lying, stagnant water with not a lot of activity. When I'm casting my frog, I'm casting on the bank, by the trees. A frog in the wild, he comes out from the shore, jumps into the water, and starts making that wake. That's basically what we're mimicking with these frogs. And the cool thing about these live targets, so this is a hollow body, so there's nothing in there but air. There's a little weight in there, so it floats. That's the most important thing. You want a nice topwater bait. And when that snakehead comes and eats it, he's gonna eat it like this, from behind. He squishes down on it, this hollow body compresses, and then those hooks are exposed. But that's why you kind of got to let them eat, because if they short strike it, you got to wait until they really get it down the hatch, and then they get both hooks. And then Johnny has a really difficult time getting them. Oh my gosh, did you see that?
Is that a snake?
I don't know. I was just doing like a little pause twitch like this, and something came up and rolled underneath it but never ate it. So I was casting right. Oh no. Oh, see? Oh, he ate it as soon as it hit the water. A snakehead.
I am so...
Oh no, it's a bass, isn't it? No, it's a snakehead. Dude, as soon as it hit the water.
I'm so surprised he ate again. Here, I'm just gonna walk.
Wow, he got himself some lettuce.
Alright. Slacked in the boat.
That's another eater right there. Dude, that one barely... Look at how beautiful that one is, huh?
Yeah, we might not have to kill this one. Dang, dude. That's a good looking snake.
Okay guys, this is the last canal we're fishing, and I need you guys to do me a huge favor. Earlier today, I dropped my phone in the water. Didn't know I dropped my phone in the water until I realized it was gone. I said, Johnny, can you call my phone? Straight to voicemail. So somewhere in the C14 canal, you guys can find an iPhone if you go looking, but probably not gonna find it. So please like this video, cheer up your boy. All right guys, check this out. 2 days of sitting in the cooler. Look at how slimy these fish are. I mean, that's like slime time live right there. Cobia are pretty slimy fish. There's a lot of saltwater fish, but I'd say out of any fish I've ever filleted, this is the slimiest thing next to something like a tautog that they catch in the Northeast. So the first thing we're gonna do for sure with this fish is give him a good bath. So now that we got all the slime off, I gotta show you every single snakehead video I've ever done. Listen to this, ready? They got some hard heads, very similar to something like a cobia. If you guys look at them from the top down, If you didn't know what this was and you just saw it in the water, you would think it's some kind of like giant aquatic snake. They got all their weight kind of in their head, super slender body. They use these little pec fins right here, kind of like a grouper. They're not built for speed until they need to be. They kind of just sit there and ambush, go back and forth with these little fins. Huge dorsal fin, and you guys can see why they got the name snakehead. Weird looking fish, man. Originally from Southeast Asia is where they came from. And the story goes with these guys is that there was a fish farm that I think bred these for food, actually, because as you're about to find out, they're delicious. And I believe it was like during a storm. I want to say it was during Andrew where they escaped. There was damage to the farm. So the knife I'm using today, this is an 8-inch Dextreme by Dexter. And you guys see that I actually just used the back of the blade. You see snakehead's got pretty gnarly scales. So this edge has a serrated side. So now I'm gonna flip my blade over and use this edge. I'm gonna get on the snakehead spine. Work all the way up. Let's see if I remember how to fillet fish. It's been, I don't know, probably close to a month since I filleted a fish. These guys kind of roll all over the place on you because this head does not want to lay flat. Okay. All the way to the backbone. Right there over the rib cage. I'm going to go down on the other side. I mean, you guys can immediately tell this is no junk fish. Far from being a trash fish. All right, there's one side of our snakehead. Kind of reminds me of something like the alligator gar that we have in Florida. It looks just really prehistoric. And I know people in South Florida, where we live, there's a lot of sword fishermen who will actually use snakeheads for sword baits. They'll actually take the belly, which I kind of cut out, but they'll use the belly for swordfish bait. Okay, I'm gonna skin our snakehead with the exact same knife, just being mindful of the fact that I do have an edge. So when I trail with my left hand, you gotta be careful, not cut yourself. Look at that. I mean, minimal bloodline. Look at that. I'm gonna cut out the pin bones, which stop about here on the fish. I'm gonna go on both sides of the bloodline to remove the pin bones. Cut up like that. And there's a little bit of belly right there. And that's it. I mean, if you ask me, I would serve this in the finest of restaurants. I might not call it a snakehead. I might have to think of a creative name like they call Chilean sea bass, but that is a really good looking fish and I'm super excited to cook it. We got Johnny and Laura coming over for dinner. I'll catch you guys in the kitchen. We got our beautiful snakehead right here and I'm actually gonna grill this directly outside on the brand new Camp Chef, which I'm excited to show you guys. But first, we are going to season them up. And since I'm gonna put this directly on the grill grates, I've never grilled snakehead. It's pretty firm, but I'm always worried about fish sticking or flaking and getting stuck to the grill, so we're gonna do a generous amount of oil on these guys. And this is Branch and Vine Meyer Lemon Infused Olive Oil. Great company, they make great stuff. A bunch of infused olive oils, vinegars, some salts, and as you guys see, we use this a lot because I just ran out of the Meyer Lemon. So we got half Meyer Lemon and half, this is just their regular olive oil. And now I'm gonna go ahead and massage this into our snakehead. And this is just basically, it's gonna help our seasoning stick and also just prevent our snakehead from sticking to the grill. So we're gonna go classic, just some pepper. Gonna hit it with salt. And I'm actually looking for a full-time videographer / editor. Now, I made a Google Doc and I have it linked below in the description box. So if you guys know someone or you yourselves want to apply, I'd love for you guys to apply. If you think you have the experience necessary, you guys can check out that Google Doc linked below. Now let's keep seasoning up our snakehead right here. So we did salt and pepper. We gotta do garlic powder now. We're gonna do coriander as well, as well as a little bit of ginger. Okay, and I'm gonna repeat the exact same thing on the other side. This is the new Camp Chef Woodwind Apex. Normally you guys see us cook on this thing, and we usually cook with wood pellets. So it's like your traditional wood pellet grill. But what Camp Chef did is they actually added burners inside, so now you can also have the option to do gas or pellets. So we're gonna do gas tonight. We're gonna go directly on the grill grates with our snakehead. And then on the side right here, I got the wok. We're gonna go in with some sesame oil. And we're gonna do a little stir fry vegetable. It's nice and hot. So I got some red onion, celery, red bell pepper, orange bell pepper in here. It's gonna start out our stir fry. So we're gonna go directly on the grill grates with our snakehead right here. All right guys, we're gonna go in with a little bit more sesame oil, and we're gonna just do a little ginger and garlic. And we're gonna go in with a bunch of Napa cabbage now. And basically the only thing we're seasoning it with is the ginger, garlic, the vegetables themselves, and then just a little soy, and that's going to provide the saltiness. Now we're going to gently flip our snakehead. You guys see that it didn't stick. If it doesn't stick, it's ready to be flipped. Look at that. So I'm going to take these smaller pieces off because they're going to be done. The real thin ones.
Go a little slower.
Okay, and then I'm going to close it and just leave these kind of thicker pieces in there for a while. They are all done. Look at that. So, it's a plate. This is just jasmine rice, but before I brought the rice to boil, I dissolved some lemongrass paste into the water, as well as a little butter, just to give, your rice a little bit more flavor. So we go down with our jasmine rice right there. So I want to show you guys this snakehead right here, right? So this is the Bullseye Snakehead, super popular to eat in Southeast Asia and Thailand. Not as well known in the United States, and that's because the only place you could catch them is South Florida, legally at least. Well, illegally if you think about the fact that they're invasive, but they're not anywhere natively in North America. And look at this. This is grilled fish directly on the grill grates, didn't stick at all, which really shows the character of the fish. Fish that doesn't stick or fall apart, I consider to be, I guess, of high value. It's not too mushy. It's still super flaky and tender, look at that. So everyone's gonna get 2 nice pieces of snakehead. Got those beautiful grill marks on there. Okay, and then we just have our, you know, simple stir-fried vegetable with our soy and that cabbage, all the vegetables. It's not gonna be the most glamorous plate, but I'll tell you what, it's gonna be full of flavors.
Well,
All right.
That look good.
Lord Vic invites you guys to eat some snakehead with him. How about that, Johnny?
Sounds good.
You put me on them, I cook them for you.
That's right.
Fair trade?
Best way to do it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny because we haven't really been fishing a lot lately, and so we haven't been doing a lot of catch and cooks. And Victor made a joke like about if he even remembered how to fillet a fish, and I was like, I don't even remember if I know how to do a food review, but it was really delicious. I was really surprised that the snakehead came off the grill perfectly because I've had bad experiences of cooking certain fish on the grill and having it fall apart, but that kind of just goes to show you like the texture of snakehead. But this whole dish was delicious. I'm not finished yet, but it was really good and just a good meal to get us back into the swing of these catch and cooks.
Thank you, my lady.
It's not every day that you get cooked food from a lord, and today is probably the first time that a lord's ever cooked for me. Snakeheads, a lot of fun to catch, super tasty, love fish on the grill, especially when they don't fall apart and stick to the grates. Goes good with a cold beer if you guys like beer, and look forward to fishing again with Lord Victor.
So we were supposed to come here last night and Vic canceled on us. So this was definitely worth the wait because I always look forward to dinner at Victor and Brooks.
Thanks, Laura.
Oh, that was very nice.
And I'm not a bad guy. I canceled on them because, like I told you guys, I dropped my phone in the water. And let me tell you, trying to get a phone in 2022 is like impossible. I feel like I had to pull the entire city of Pompano's teeth to get a new phone. But long story short, thank you guys so much for watching. Big thank you to Established Titles for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want to become a lord or lady, like I told you about earlier, and have your friends call you lord, like Johnny does for me to hype me up, then you guys can check out that promotion linked below, establishedtitles.com/landshark. Till that next one. Oh, and if you guys want to book a trip with Johnny, he's the go-to guy. South Florida, cloud knife fish, tarpon, peacock bass. He pretty much does it all. I'll have all of his stuff linked below, as well as his channel. He also has a YouTube channel, which you guys can learn from. He's got a bunch of snakehead videos on there, so check it out.
Absolutely. Thank you, Victor.
Thank you for taking me.
Absolutely.
Catch you guys in the next one.